Hello everyone, welcome to Tourist vs Traveler. আমি মাহাদি, আমার সাথে সালিব।
আমি সালিব।
Yes, আমরা দুইজন আজকে বের হয়েছি। কথা হচ্ছে গিয়ে যে আমরা বালির ভিডিও পোস্ট করছিলাম, তো আজকে হঠাৎ করে একটা কাহিনী হয়ে গেছে, যেটা কিনা আমি এই পর্যন্ত আপনারা দেখেছেন যে আমি এভিয়েশন মানে এয়ারলাইন্সের ভিডিও পোস্ট করেছি টোটাল 4টা, বিমান বাংলাদেশ নিয়ে 2টা আর নিয়ে 2টা, থাই নিয়ে 2টা ছিল আমাদের। তো ওগুলা মোটামুটি ভালোই পপুলারিটি পেয়েছে, কিন্তু যে কারণে ওগুলো পপুলারিটি পেয়েছে, মানে আমি যাকে ফলো করি সব সময় মানে এই ভিডিওগুলো বানানোর ক্ষেত্রে, সে হচ্ছে গিয়ে স্যাম চুই। আমি অনেক বড় একটা ফ্যান স্যাম চুইর, ইভেন সালিবও ফ্যান। তো স্যাম চুই ইজ ইন ঢাকা রাইট নাও, তো আমরা দুইজন যাচ্ছি স্যাম চুইর সাথে দেখা করতে। তো তোর এই কি?
ওয়েল, মানে অনেস্টলি এভিয়েশন মানে গিগ বা ফ্যান যারা আমরা সবাই মোটামুটি মানে স্যাম চুইয়ের থেকে মানে অনেক কিছু মানে শিখেছি বলতে গেলে, বা মানে আইডিয়া নেওয়া ওনার কাছ থেকে। সো মানে টু ফাইনালি মিট সামওয়ান লাইক হিম, এটা অবভিয়াসলি আমাদের জন্য অনেক একটা এক্সাইটিং একটা অপরচুনিটি।
হ্যাঁ, কারণ এই পর্যন্ত আমরা ওর অনেকগুলো ভিডিও দেখেছি, এতিহাদ, এমিরেটস, লাইক সব জোস যত প্লেন আছে ওর ওগুলো দেখেই মেইনলি আমরা হই, ইন্সপিরেশন পাই যে মানে হ্যাঁ আরো আমাদের এগুলো ফ্লাই করতে হবে সবগুলো এয়ারলাইন্স। যাই হোক, তো এখন আমরা যাচ্ছি স্যামচুর সাথে দেখা করতে বিমান ট্রেনিং সেন্টার। আজকে তারিখ কত? 5ই মার্চ। তো এই ভিডিওটা হয়তো আমি পোস্ট করে দিব আজকেই। সরি ফর দ্য ইন্টারাপ্ট, মানে মাঝখানে ভিডিও দিয়ে দিব, বালি ট্রিপগুলো শেষ করার আগে আমি ভিডিওটা দিচ্ছি, এই জন্য সরি। বাট স্টিল এটা অনেক বড় একটা অপরচুনিটি বলবো আমার জন্য, কারণ এটা তো ডেলি হয় না, স্যামচুতে ডেলি বাংলাদেশে আসবে না। সো দ্যাটস অল ফর নাও, সো স্টে উইথ আস। তো ফাইনালি আমরা বিমান এয়ারলাইন্স ট্রেনিং সেন্টারে চলে আসছি। এখন বাজে হচ্ছে গিয়ে 10টার মতো। উনি কিছুক্ষণের মধ্যে চলে আসবে। তো কথা হচ্ছে গিয়ে যেটা, যে এটা খুঁজতে গিয়ে আমাদের খবর হয়ে গেছে একদম, মানে একে জিজ্ঞেস করলে বললে এইদিকে যান, ও বলে ওদিকে যান, ক্লিয়ার কাট অ্যান্সার করতে পারেনি। পরে দেখি যে এই জায়গাতে লেখা, আমাদেরই ভুল হয়েছে, আমরা দেখি নেই, দেখতে পারিনি, বড় করে লেখা BATC, বিমান এয়ারলাইন্স ট্রেনিং সেন্টার। তো আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি অনেক এক্সাইটেড। আমি দেখি কতটুকু কি দেখানো যায়, আমি এখনো শিওর না। তো দেখা যাক, যাচ্ছি। লেটস হোপ ফর দ্য বেস্ট।
Thank you so much for this flower. Or is it just I need... Shall we do a nice one? Shall we do a crazy one together?
Okay.
Do a fly?
Okay. Flying. Flying.
All right, let's do flying. Fly Biman.
Flying.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear my voice at the back. But thank you so much for coming today. I didn't expect, because I never expected this overwhelming response. When I told you guys I'm coming to Bangladesh, I was expecting maybe I'll meet 3 or 4 of you, and then I'm getting emails and Facebook messages and Instagram DMs, and so there's lots to come. Then I told, let's just meet all at once, because I don't want to meet some of you and not meeting some other of you, and you know, I want to, if we have a chance, let's all meet. Because I didn't know this many people come. I didn't know I'm actually meeting you in the auditorium. But I'll talk about Biman, Bangladesh. It's not my first time. This is actually my 3rd time to come to Bangladesh. My first time to come to the Bangladesh was 2011. My second time was 2013. In fact, my first time flying Biman Bangladesh was 2006. I've flown from Bangkok on the A310, transiting Dhaka, onto a DC-10 from Dhaka to Jeddah to Rome. That was my first time flying Biman Bangladesh in 2006. At that time, there were still several airlines flying the DC-10, but you know, Biman was one of the last ones, and you know, so I think at that time there was not many people doing it. There was no smartphone, there was no video, so there was very few people have the information and knowing Biman's flying around. And then later on, when Biman still hands on to the DC-10 for a few more years, then more and more people have the same hobby, have the same thing in my mind. They come and do this as well, just like me. And I repeated in 2011 and 2013, because every time when you fly Biman, you think that's your last time flying the DC-10, because you think they might gonna retire, and then they hang on to it for longer. right? And then you're gonna come back and do one more time because you think like, oh, this is great. Let me do one more time before they retire. And then, well, they hang on for longer and longer. And finally, I know there is a one day that thing just goes. It's pretty sad because it was a legendary status. In some ways, I think it made Dhaka, as also it made all of you here as into aviation. I think the DC-10 has a lot of inspiration for all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, both are ex-DC-10 engineer.
Well, you guys are legends.
They are honorable flight. The last flight from Birmingham to Dhaka.
From Birmingham back to Dhaka. It's very sad that at the end they couldn't give it to the museum. I believe there was museum wanting the DC-10 after it landed in Birmingham. It's supposed to go to the US, but it didn't happen at the end due to whatever reasons, unfortunately. I wasn't on the last flight. In fact, that I flown it a month before. They were flying to Kuala Lumpur, and at that time I felt like that was my farewell at that last flight. Then a month later, they published a very robust farewell program to take the plane to Birmingham and do many sightseeing flights for people all over the world come to the UK to fly in Birmingham. They did, I think, at least three sightseeing flights. And then so here I am after 2013. I haven't been back to Dhaka because the DC-10 was gone for some time, and over the time I built up my social media presence. I built up a bit more followerships, and then there were lots of people requesting and saying, Sam, you should come back to Bangladesh. And then over the time I've been also persuaded, and I started to think this becomes another reality. So here I am again, and this time I was able to try the longest flight, also the flagship flight of Biman Bangladesh, which is BG1 to London and returning as BG202 from London to Sylhet to Dhaka. So I got to see the long haul offering of Biman Bangladesh this time, and then also more equally exciting is to fly the 787 later on in a few days going home via Muscat. In fact, Biman has invited me to come to fly the 787 on a delivery flight from Seattle to pick up both, I think it's Juliet Tango and Juliet Sierra. Those two are the registration in August and in November. And I didn't have the time to be in Seattle physically at that time to get on the plane. I love to, but I just couldn't make it. And I would love to be the first one to do this and to cover, to share with you, but never say never. So now I'm here to do the same thing I want. So I'm very grateful to all of you to come today. I'm happy to take some questions. Anything you'd like to ask me, I'm happy to tell you my answer.
Do you miss DC-10?
Yes, of course. Yes, I think the thing is, DC-10 is a lovely airplane to fly. It has lots of multiple redundancy systems, and Biman is one of those very kind. If you know someone at Biman, they might invite you to the cockpit. You get to sit behind the pilot, and you get to sit behind the flight engineer, and then with their wisdom and experience, they'll tell you a lot of stories. And then so it's always entertaining. It's always something different to look out, because look around, there's no other airlines doing it. So DC-10 is a piece of unique part of aviation history. That is very subjective, because at some time you like this airline more, and then you have another good flight on this airline, and suddenly you like that airline more.
Yeah.
So we're just human beings. We have changing in preferences. I can tell you, I have a top 5 and top 10, and all the airline you mentioned is in my top 5 and top 10 there, because these airlines are bigger airlines, provide a better consistent service delivery, and also have a better fleet, and of course they tick all the boxes for you to like. But that doesn't mean the smaller airlines, especially in Bangladesh, in Nepal, or in other country, in China or in somewhere you might not have heard of. That doesn't mean they're not worth anything. I think that you look at an aspect like there's not only the passengers see how it is the best airline. You should look at every aspect. How these airplanes maintained, how the pilots are, how the trainings are, how the management are. So there are so many areas to evaluate to be the best airline. If you've seen, most of the time you look at Skytrax, that's from a passenger survey. That's only from a passenger angle. Passenger only sees things in the final delivery phase. You see the final products on board, you see basically the pretty things, right? You don't see the things behind the scenes. So, it's a very vast, diverse range of opinions there. What's the best airline? Because depends on what area you're looking at. Not just the flying service side of things. Boeing's biggest airplane was a 707, so it's a single aisle 160 seater. So when the 747 opened up travels, intercontinental travel, budget travel became possible. And I think, when you were young, when I was young, my first big wide-body flight was a 747. So that really mesmerized you. That really gives you a lot of impression about when you're young, and you had a long-lasting impression what you have done, and that shapes your future as well. So my first flight on the 747 really shapes me into my love of aviation. That's the plane my love of aviation has started. And when you do more travel in the 90s, when I grew up in the 80s and 90s and early 2000s, 747 is everywhere, ruling the sky. So when you get to fly more on this plane, you got to know her more, you got to appreciate more, because a 747 has such a smooth landing. It's very hard to land badly on 747. I can tell you. It's one of the smoothest landing you can ever experience. Sometimes if you fall asleep, you didn't even know you landed.
I know.
That's true.
It's true.
So you actually flew the long haul from London to Bangladesh on the Biman 777. So I just want to know what your experience was like. How did you like it?
Yeah, I think Biman isn't quite yet the 5-star airline as we all have hoped to become, and as we all hope to be expected. There are shortcomings on Biman's flight. That's definitely there, and I have to be very honest with you. That there are lots of areas. There are lots of areas that can be a quick win, that Biman can fix up quickly. I can see the potential there. You know what's the best thing about Biman on this route is they have a monopoly on this route, from London to Sylhet to Dhaka, and the passenger, there's no shortage of passengers. On my flight, every day I talk to the operating crew and the station manager. We have about 380 to 400 people on the 777 plane. In fact, if you use the 787, that will be too small for this market.
It's not too small.
So I was amazed how much passengers, and I spoke with all the passengers. I took time to speak to them on the flight, and they gave their opinions. In fact, they mostly are Bangladeshi, are from Sylhet or from London. They're proud of Biman. They're part of Bangladesh. They want Biman to do well. They want Biman to become one of the, to become one of the leading airlines. Everyone has an interest in Biman, which is great. There is a bit of, patriotic and a bit of proudness inside them. So, like I said, there are areas. There was no amenity kits on that flight. There was no eye shades, and the blankets can be a little bit better. There are areas to be improved, and that's soft side of things that can pick up, And then the planes are good. The 777 in economy, you have 3, 3, and 3. You have only 9 seats across, which is very generous, and even better than a lot of leading airlines in the world these days have 10 seats in the economy.
3, 4, 3.
Yeah, but you gotta also understand. I've received some message, people saying, "Oh, the green color looks no good, revolting," and you gotta understand, for a country like Bangladesh, the aesthetics factor may not come as the priority when you're looking at how to run an airline, how to serve the people in Bangladesh. The priority is to get the air services needed, instead of looking at the last thing, when you refine things. So the priority, I think, for Biman and Bangladesh is to just continue to provide that vital air services, and hopefully they increase back to daily service to London.
Thank you, Sam.
Yes.
Sam, despite your sort of positive reviews about your experience at the London to Dhaka flight, the reality is that Biman is still a 2-star airline by the Swiss Skytrax. And there are contemporary airlines like Ethiopian Airways or Kenyan Airways that have done far better management, better fleet management. Overall, it was a better management. So given that you have that exposure, having seen other airlines, I think it would perhaps help as well if you give us a critical point of view about the areas where Biman can improve. Because this is an airline that is in need of improvement, let's be honest. I mean, I understand that you've had a good experience and all that, but just to have the balanced point of view where you've seen other airlines do better, and give us that perspective as well, so we can all, aviation enthusiasts or people who are well-wisher of Biman can benefit from that critical point of view.
He's listening. He's from Biman here. But honestly, what's your name, sir?
My name is Ashfaq.
Ashfaq.
Yeah.
do you know, an airline doesn't really go by one person's opinion and to reform a whole airline. And I can tell you, you probably know better how many management change Biman Airlines has in the past 20 so years. And that's sad because there is not enough, the vision is there for each management to go through, but there's not enough time for each management to complete their visions. The CEO comes and goes. He probably really care about the airline. He probably have a good plan for the airline, but then he's been moved, and then another set of new management come in to, So this is a problem, and this is more so for a government state-owned airline. Let's face it, we've seen it all over the world. Give me one or two names a state-owned airline actually makes money without subsidies or without the mentality, without the right mentality. So I have given everything what I've encountered. I have said earlier there was a person asking me about how was my Biman flight. So I said there are lots of areas that can easily change in the soft side of product, that can easily win some brownie points. But I also think it takes a long time to change. And you probably have better understanding than I do. You live here. I'm a foreigner. There's only so much I can see on Biman side I can understand. But you're right. Biman has a long way to go. It might be a long way to go, even has a longer learning curve than Ethiopian or Kenya Airways, as you said. And I think collectively, you guys all have that social responsibility to voice out what is needed. But again, the problem is we have a million voice here. Maybe a million voice, have a million different things asking as well. So you got to balance that. Hello. I don't know. Am I giving you the right answer you expected, or? I just want to thank you so much for coming today. I understand a lot of you have traveled a long way to come here. I was so moved. There are people traveling over 400 kilometers just made it here, and we gave you literally no notice from last night. And my bad on the organization part. And but it's a fantastic turnout to have a nice discussion here. I hope you guys continue into aviation, which is great. I love you guys because you guys are into the same area where I'm into, and I hope you guys will found, some of you are studying and found into a job into aviation, because I think it's fantastic. It's a novelty thing because it's a passion-driven job. When you get into aviation, the passion goes above a lot of things because this is something you like, and you don't even feel like you go for a day for job because this is something truly you like what yourself is doing. And it's fantastic to see Bangladesh has so much people into aviation and always asking questions and always like to learn something. It's really my pleasure today to share all my stories and things with you. Thank you so much.
Thanks everybody, and thanks to Sam Chui, and we are privileged enough for getting Sam amongst us, and I think it's fifth attempt that came into being. Sam is here. I am trying to catch him. I'm trying to be with him in Bangladesh since last year, I think. Yes.
Since when you have the 77 delivery.
February or so. However, I would like to express my deep sense of gratitude to the Almighty for giving us the opportunity to be here to get Sam amongst us. And I would like to share some good news with you. Then our national flag carrier, Biman is our pride, and Biman is moving forward. And this year, 2019, is the year of expansion for Biman. We're going to add another 4 aircrafts in our fleet this year. 2 will join in coming April, 737-800 on dry lease basis for longer period, 6 years, and 2 brand new world latest aircraft, Boeing 787 Dreamliner, Rajhangsa and Gangchil, which were named by our honorable Prime Minister. Will be joined in the coming September, and we will put these aircraft. We would like to put this aircraft in Dhaka, New York route, the longest route, and we are trying to get the approval from the Federal Aviation Authority since our civil aviation authority is still in category 2, they would like to get into category 1. They are working hard to get that approval. Already one audit is completed, they come out successfully, another audit is coming. So government is working on it, and government is also working on political agenda to meet the demand of our North American diaspora Bangladeshi people. And Biman also ordered for 3 brand new Dash 8 from Bombardier. Those 3 aircraft will be joining our fleet in March 2020, next year. So we are going for massive expansion. Biman is now at crossroads, and many changes are taking place. As Sam said, that there are a lot of rooms for improvement. Yes, the room for improvement is very bigger. It's never ending, and we are working on it. And we have introduced Wi-Fi in our aircraft. You can enjoy Wi-Fi 40,000 feet up in the sky in the total journey in our Biman aircraft. And we have also introduced world best in-flight entertainment from Panasonic. Yes, actually yes. So you can enjoy blockbuster movies, classic movies, and everything, Hollywood latest movies and audio channels. Hundreds of channels are there, and you can also enjoy 8 TV channels live streaming in the aircraft, in our aircraft. That also happened. So, being a nation of developing country, we are moving forward, and with the help, we need the help of the media. And as you know, social media is very powerful nowadays. And Sam is a market influencer. He has got about 1 million followers, and his video viewed 21 crore times. So we are very delighted for getting Sam with us. I'd like to introduce my ex-boss, Mr. Alam. He used to work with us as a district flight engineer.
I remember flying with you one time on
Yes.
DC-10.
Yes.
You were the engineer on the DC-10.
I get your Facebook postings regularly.
Right.
So I'm a follower.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you.
At this moment, I'm trying to start an airline which is called Aristocrat Airlines. I've taken an office, and hopefully I'll try to get you when we start the airline. And before that, I want to give you this bouquet.
Oh, thank you.
Very much. From Aristocrat Airlines.
We are going to launch our mobile apps in coming June. From these apps, you can buy your ticket, you change your schedule, you can get your refund, and you can have the all new products and informations. And we are going digital, and now our call center has already been started. You can book your ticket and buy your ticket over, just give a call. You get all the services from there. And apart from this, we are going for large automation. Automation for the crew rostering, automation for the aircraft management. As you know, we have introduced in Bangladesh only Biman flight data monitoring, mandatory for every aircraft. How the pilot does fly the aircraft, the data downloaded from the aircraft and sent to our flight data center, and they see in their monitor in a simulator model, is there any deviation from the SOP? The pilot is called in and take the counseling and training, everything, every characteristic is taken. And that's why this is a matter of great pride and matter of good news and great news for us that Biman has got 5-star in safety standard by airlines ratings. And we also like to get the 5-star in service-wise and product-wise. We are working on it, and our own catering center, it is getting better day by day, and we have got all the certification from all the hygienic, halal, ISO, HACCP, all the certification process we have done, and we have got all the certification, and we are serving our food not only Biman flights, in many other foreign aircrafts also. So Bangladesh and Biman, these two words are synonyms. As you know, Bangladesh was born in 16 December 1971 Biman was born only 18 days after the independence, 4th January 1972. And Biman is the first Bangladeshi brand. Biman is the Bangladeshi flag carrier. So we do love our country, we do love our flag carrier. So please do help us to promote your airline in all the medias, because media is very powerful to give the perception to branding and to promote your status. So, but ironically, we are not getting that kind of support from media earlier, but now we are getting support from the media, all the print media, online, TVs. I think many of you have seen me in different talk shows and interviews, and we are very much hectic in media presence. Today, we will sit together with local media journalists, Prothom Alo, Daily Star, or media journalists with Sam Chui in the afternoon at our head office, and tomorrow we will take Sam and 4 lucky winners to our Chittagong stations, and then Sam will fly to Dhaka Muscat by Biman 7's flight. So Sam is passing very hectic schedule here. He is getting no rest after flying for 15 hours. He needs some rest, and but there is no scope actually to get his tight. His schedule is very tight. And thanks Sam, at the one stage of conversation and correspondence with Sam, he told me that I may cut down my period of staying in Dhaka 3 days to 2 days. Again, he revert back, and no, I will not change the plan. He will remain same. So we are very much grateful to him. Bangladesh is moving forward under the able leadership of our Prime Minister, and Biman is working on that. And all 7,000 people working in Biman very much indebted and owe to the Prime Minister, because she's the only one person who come forward to rescue these airlines, to promote these airlines by giving the sovereign guarantee, which is much required to get the financial loan for procurement $2.1 billion aircraft. So thanks to the government and thanks to everybody for being with us and for coming all the way to meet our celebrity Sam Chui. And from Biman, we would offer some token of love, a small gift for everybody, and some little refreshment for you. And just before that, there will be a photo session. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So Chowdhury, if you don't know this man, when he came in the office today, I instantly recognized him. He hasn't changed much, you know, and I hope you still recognize me, because he flew me on my first Biman DC-10 flight in 2006. And I remember the date, it was nearly Christmas time, it was December 24, and all the way to Jeddah. He was the flight engineer on my flight. It was BG57, I think, if I remember the flight number. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Nice.
So very blessed to have you.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be with you here. I really enjoy my time here. You guys are so kind. Thank you so much for this reception
Thank you,
here.
Sam.
Many people have missed it because it's official hour.
So finally, Sam Chui is with us, and thank you so much, Sam, for being with us. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I guess you had a great time here, right?
Of course. I mean, people are so warm here, and you know, there's so many people into aviation. This is what I love about Bangladesh, and there's so many people learning every day, and this progressive. Yeah.
So thank you so much. I think you will come again, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Every few years I'll come again. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Look forward to it.
Oh yeah. Look forward to our trip, and we're gonna have a sightseeing together in Dhaka.
Yeah.
Especially, I've never been on a rickshaw in my life.
Yeah,
so
sure.
want to go to a rickshaw experience.
Yeah.
And a Dhaka sightseeing together with Salib with Salib and Mohadi.
Yeah.
Mohadi. Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Are you together? You usually.
We're brothers.
Your brothers? Yeah. Of course. I thought so. Yeah.
Okay. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Nice to meet you.
হেই, সো আমরা আজকে ছিলাম স্যাম চুইর সাথে। স্যাম চুই আমাদের সাথে এখানে ছিল, আর এই অনুষ্ঠানটা আয়োজন করেছিল আমাদের সাথে। আমরা খুবই খুশি আমাদের সাথে আছেন হচ্ছে গিয়ে বিমান বাংলাদেশ এয়ারলাইন্সের জেনারেল ম্যানেজার শাকিল মিরাজ স্যার। সো স্যার অনেক ধন্যবাদ এই অনুষ্ঠানটা করার জন্য। হ্যাঁ, অ্যাকচুয়ালি স্যাম চুই আমাদের জন্য অনেক বড় একটা ইন্সপিরেশন। তো ওনার মতো একজন বড় ব্লগারকে এভিয়েশন গিককে আনার জন্য আপনাকে অনেক ধন্যবাদ, অ্যান্ড আশা করব যে আপনারা আরও এরকম আরও করতে পারেন।
Actually, I am also enthusiastic about all these happenings because, as you know, as the world latest technology aircraft Boeing 787 Dreamliner added into the Biman fleet, for the first induction of Akash Bina, the first one, we have invited around 15 plane spotters with us to be present at the induction ceremony. So that's the first time in Bangladesh plane spotters get that opportunity to get close with the aircraft, officially invited by the Biman. And this is the second time. I would like to engage all the aviation lovers in the districts and spotters to promote the Biman, to promote the national flag carrier, use all the tools available with us, including YouTube's, Facebooks and all these things. And you people are so young, so energetic, and so caring about all the country's things of pride, and so we would like to make the Biman great again.
Yeah, same here. We also like that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir, for having us.
Thank you very much, sir, for the experience.
সো আজকের দিনটা লাইক অনেক বেশি জোশ ছিল। আমি আবারও সরি বলতেছি সবাইকে যে বালি ভিডিওগুলোর মাঝখানে আমি ভিডিওটা ঢুকেতেছি, কারণ এটা একটা নেসেসারি ছিল। আমরা দুজনই এভিয়েশন ফ্রিক বা গিক যাই বলেন, এভিয়েশন গিক, কারণ আমরা লাইক ফ্লাই করতে অনেক পছন্দ করি সেই জায়গাতে। আর অনেস্টলি স্পিকিং, আমি বলতে গেলে আমাদের চ্যানেলটা পপুলারিটি পাইছি হচ্ছে কি বিমান বাংলাদেশের থ্রুতে। আপনারা যারা যারা অনেক আগের থেকে আমাকে ফলো করতেছেন তারা জানেন যে আমি বিমান নিয়ে একটা ভিডিও পোস্ট করছিলাম। তারপর থেকে আমার চ্যানেলের সাবস্ক্রাইবার অনেক বাড়ছে, অ্যান্ড অনেক মানুষ আমার ভিডিও দেখে প্রতিনিয়ত। তো কথা হচ্ছে গিয়ে আজকে যেটা কিনা সবচেয়ে বেশি সারপ্রাইজিং ছিল, স্যাম চুই না, সবচেয়ে বেশি সারপ্রাইজিং ছিল একটা জিনিস, ও আর আমি বসে আছি একসাথে। তো হঠাৎ করে বিমানের ব্যবস্থাপনা পরিচালক শাকিল মিরাজ আমাদের সামনে এসে বলতেছে যে আপনাদের কোথায় জানি দেখছি লাগে, অ্যান্ড আমরা বলতেছিলাম যে আমরা বিমান নিয়ে একটা ভ্লগ করছিলাম। বলে ও হ্যাঁ, তো আপনারা তো ভ্লগ করছেন, আপনাদের ভ্লগটা আমি দেখছি, অনেক সুন্দর হয়েছে। আমরা দুজন লিটারেলি পুরো তো আমরা যে মানে কি বলবো, যে মানে উনি একজন ব্যবস্থাপনা পরিচালক। আপনারা যারা টিভি দেখেন সবাই দেখছেন তাকে, যে সেই আর কি বিমানের সবকিছু লাইক বলতে গেলে সে হেড বিমানের। সে আপনার যে বাইরে যত 787 যতগুলো পারচেজ করা হয়েছে সবগুলো কিন্তু সে নিজে গিয়ে
পার্সোনালি হচ্ছে বিমানকে গ্লোবাল সেন্সে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করে। হ্যাঁ,
সে গ্লোবাল সেন্সে রিপ্রেজেন্ট করে। তো এটাই হচ্ছে গিয়ে আমাদের জন্য অনেক বেশি বড় অ্যাচিভমেন্ট আমরা মনে করি, যে সবাই আমাদের ভালোবাসে, আপনারা ভালোবাসেন, অ্যান্ড লাইক তার মতো একজন বড় মানুষ সে আমাদের ভিডিও দেখছে। আর স্যাম চুই অনেক ফ্রেন্ডলি ছিল, রাইট? অনেক ফ্রেন্ডলি। আমরা এক্সপেক্ট করি না, আমরা আরো চিন্তা করতেছিলাম আচ্ছা যাচ্ছি ভালো কথা, আর সে যদি ফ্রেন্ডলি না হয় কেমন হবে, হ্যান ত্যান,
যদি কথাবার্তা আমাদের সাথে না বলে বা আমাদেরকে দাম না দেয় তাহলে আমরা কি করব। বাট
হি ওয়াজ সো ফ্রেন্ডলি। অ্যান্ড আমরা যে ভিডিওগুলো করছি উনি বলতেছিল যে আমাদের থেকে ভিডিও ফুটেজগুলো উনি নিবে, প্লাস 7 তারিখে ওনার একটা প্ল্যান আছে ঢাকায়, মেবি উনি আমাদের সাথে ঘুরতে বেরোতে পারে উনি বলছে। এখন যাই না, হতে পারে বিজি,
কোনো কিছু সিউরিটি নাই, বাট উনি আমাদের স্কেজুলের উপর ডিপেন্ড করে, বাট হোপফুলি একটা কিছু হতে পারে।
হ্যাঁ, আমাদের সাথে নাম্বার এক্সচেঞ্জ করছে, বলছে যে আমাদের সাথে ঘুরতে বেরোতে চায় উনি। তো দেখা যাক কি করা যায়। তো এই প্রিটি মাচ এভরিথিং। আর আরেকটা জিনিস ভালো লাগছে, আজকে আমাদের কিছু ফ্যানের সাথেও দেখা হয়েছে। এটা মজা লাগছে, কারণ এই জিনিসটা আমাদের জন্য এক্সপিরিয়েন্স নতুন, কারণ আমরা জীবনও তো যাওয়ার পরে লাইক হ্যাঁ ভাইয়া আপনি কি প্লেনের উপরে সিট পাইছেন কিনা, সেই অনেকে জিজ্ঞেস করছে, ভালো লাগছে এগুলো আমাদের। তো সবাইকে অনেক থ্যাঙ্কস আমাদের ভিডিওগুলো দেখার জন্য, আমাদের সাবস্ক্রাইব করার জন্য। আজকে ভিডিওটা যদি ভালো লেগে থাকে প্লিজ লাইক, শেয়ার, সাবস্ক্রাইব অ্যান্ড প্রেস দ্য নোটিফিকেশন বেল অন। হ্যাঁ, নোটিফিকেশন ওটা বলার জন্য ফাইজুল আর নাই আমাদের মধ্যে, তো এখন এটা আমাদেরই বলতে হবে। তো যাই হোক, আশা করি আপনারা ভালো থাকবেন সবাই। আল্লাহ হাফেজ, বাই বাই।